today we are changing topics. Today the topic is irrigation controllers.
Replacement Rainbird controller. And I have it plugged in the wall and all set up. So you can see it set up for Sunday, 9:47 a.m. Program A. Very easy to program. Now this is commercial grade controller. And inside we have the Wi-Fi connection. I also have a 9-volt battery backup that is just for programming. Came with the install screws and the key for the lock. And I like the transformer is commercial grade. Very nice, and it's upgradable from 4 stations all the way up to 22 stations. You can install different modules here to upgrade the unit. Now I do recommend plugging it in and getting it all set up on your Wi-Fi, all ready to go before you put it on the wall, because that makes things a lot easier.
Okay, this is the plan. I'm going to change out that one with this one. Specifically, the Rainbird ESP-ME3. So I have had the ESP, the original ESP-ME controller for the last 8 years. My professional irrigation installation came with it. Now the term ESP-ME didn't mean anything to me, and it kind of sounds kind of just off, but it stands for ESP-ME stands for Extra Simple Programming Expandable Modules. And that's right, you heard that. You can expand this up to 22 stations. You may not need that many, so you don't need to buy that many specific modules to go in it. It comes originally with the 4. And you can add 4 more. You can add all the way up to 22. So it's very expandable for later on when you change your garden or you change your yard around. It was a no-brainer. It just installs just like the original one. It looks like the original one. They made some changes for a flow valve, a flow sensor that is. There's 2 extra terminals in there. It works with the new software 2.0. Now I bought the LNK WiFi Module and I plugged it into my original ESP-ME and it worked. It worked with the original software. So doing all my research, I did note that people were complaining about the software being slow on the original software. Well, I can tell you that that's not the case with the new model, as it uses a 2.0 software. So that really works well with my S25 Ultra. You can turn the stations on almost immediately. You can review how much water's been, how many minutes the stations have been watering. Just get all the information you need for your programming. You can change the programming. You can do special delays because of weather. My specific issue is I have to be at a certain time. I cannot have the sprinklers on any other time, and I want it to be accurate and on the money. My original ESP-ME has been here for 8 years, installed in the house. Very reliable through 4 hurricanes, through thunderstorms, through power outages, and the clock just seems to be drifting a little bit, so I thought it was time for an upgrade. This bolts in right where the old one did, use the same mounting holes. There was no change, just hook up transfer the wires to the new one. After it's mounted to the wall, set your programming, set it, forget it, and walk away from it. Now that's all it takes. But now that I have the Wi-Fi, I can verify that it ran, verify how many minutes it ran, and I can fine-tune the watering. Let's get a look at the app right now, and let's see what you guys think about it. Let's open it up on my phone, and we'll go to a screenshot there, and I'll show you what we got. Click on the Rainbird, and it is on top of the screen. I'll move my recording out of the way there. Okay, double tap the screen, and it pops up right here. So now we are showing no scheduled irrigation today. Next irrigation is on December 4th at 12 a.m. I'm going to click on that, and it's for Monday and Thursday. You can see that it's on a custom cycle. And we have the start time as 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and 3 a.m. And we have the front for 14 minutes. We have the front and the side for 14 minutes. Then we have the right side and the right front for 14 minutes. Pardon my naming convention. And then we have the rear for 14 minutes. And that is going to cycle through 4 times and allow for some soaking in between. And it will be slightly less than 4 hours worth of run time. So we're going to go over here and you can see the weather. Now we have the weather shows rain on Tuesday. Now a lot of times it says rain for my area and we don't get it. So I'm not using any fancy disregard the weather or anything. I'm not saying any of that on this app. I'm using strictly straight run time that it's supposed to run. And there is a rain sensor to tell whether it's raining or not to bypass. So that's our water runs right down here at the bottom. It shows total runtime of 3 hours and 35 minutes, 24 seconds in December, that is. Now, I really like that because that verifies what happened, how long it's ran, and that will give me a running total of everything. So if I hit at the bottom of this screen over on station, it shows the 3 stations, the naming fronts and side plants, right side and right front, and the rear. So those are they're available for editing. You can edit them there. And if we go to the program, so on the program we have program Thursday, and it shows expand. We're going to expand that, and it's got a nice graph. 56 minutes total run time and 100%. No weather adjustments going on there. And there is all the settings. And you can edit or you can run now from that part of the app. So we're going to hide that. Then we're going to go back and we're going to select delay. Now on delay, you can select forecasted rain delay, use forecasting rain. You can use the internet to affect your programming, and you can adjust it there. And you can go to calendar. Now here's the calendar. So we have scheduled irrigation, no scheduled irrigation. Total remaining time, 0. Let's pull down this bar here. Or let's double tap on the calendar and see what happens. Let's see, I'm trying to get a full page on the calendar. I thought I've had it before like that. So let's go back to calendar. Let me hit calendar in the corner. Anyway, on this calendar, you can see that it's selected. Thursday, it's going to run on the 4th, Monday on the 8th, on the 11th, on the 15th, on the 18th, 22, 25, and 29, and back again on the 1st. So that is going to be my schedule for December 2025, and that is the software. Now, if you hit the run time here, this window pops up. So you can do a quick run to set a time to run your stations in order. You can select 2 minutes, like if you're going to go test your stations, and you can go ahead and select it and then hit the play button, start quick run down here on the bottom. So you can select that, program run, select a schedule to run. That would be program A, depending on the name of your programs, B, C, D, E. You know how that goes. So then custom run. So you can set custom run. So you can hit your run on all of that there, and that is the manual run section of the app. So that pretty much is the app, and we go into settings, and that's where you make all your adjustments and stuff there. You can name it, name your controller, etc., etc. Set certain custom photos for the zones. Anyway, that's a quick look at the software, and it does work good. It works good on my Android phone. The design is, the name says it all. It is expandable, and it is simple, but it is reliable. And I would go so far as say industrial grade. Commercial grade, but I would say industrial grade. My opinion only. Take that for what it's worth. I was going to go to a different controller, and then I did much research and finally decided on this one. And then when I went to install it, since it's the same size, same mounting holes, I was very glad that I did. So I'm really liking the ESP-ME3 with the LNK module. Comes with a lockable case also for safety, security, and peace of mind. That's what I would say. Here, You cannot have your sprinklers on. We're in a drought. The sprinklers can only run a certain time, so many minutes in a 2-day period of the week. So during the week, you're allowed 4 hours on one day and 4 hours on the other day, and that is it. You're not allowed any other time unless you're just doing maintenance on your sprinkler system. So it's critical that I have the sprinklers run at the right time, and I just want peace of mind to know that that's going to be the case. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.